Hey guys, Mr. Palmer here. Today we're going to do partial product multiplication. It's quite simple if you follow the steps. So we're going to head over to my camera now and we'll do two problems. And I'll give you time to think before I tell the answer. So if you will please follow with me, I think you'll find that this is quite easy. So let me switch over to my phone view. Okay, so we have partial product multiplication. So we'll start with 35 times 64. So, for example, I have 35 boxes, and each box has 64 papers in it. How many papers total do I have? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a box. Okay, um, this does not have to be to scale or anything, but make it big enough so that you can um, do your work inside it. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to break up the 35 into tens and ones. So think about, what would 35 be in tens and ones? Okay, I'm going to do 30 and 5. And then think about 64. How would that be in tens and ones? 60 and a 4. Now don't worry that here, now I'm just going to kind of divide it up here. Don't worry that the 60 and the 30 look to be about the same length. It doesn't matter really. It's just a model. But what I'm going to do next are is to label the unknown side. So I'm looking at the top here, 30, bottom is 30. This piece would be 30. Top is 5, bottom is 5. Left is 4, right is 4. Left is 60, right is 60. Now we're just simply going to multiply the adjacent sides here of each square. So we have basically four squares. We have a 60 by 30, we have a 4 by 30, we have a 5 by 4, and a 5 by 60. So just think about kind of multiplying the two that are on the adjacent sides. So 30 times 60. Well, I know that 3 times 6 is what? 18, right? 3 times 6 makes 18. Now I have two powers of 10. So how many zeros will I put after the 18? 2, right? So that makes 1,800. Okay, so you're going to start by multiplying the single digits and then add the powers of 10 when necessary. Okay, 5 times 60, I'll do it over here. 5 times 60. What's 5 times 6? 30. Then I'm going to add one power of 10 to make that 300. Okay, and I'll put the answer here. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20. And 4 times 30 is what? Can we do 4? So I think 4 times 3 is 12, right? Then I'm going to add the power of 10 here. I'm going to make that 120. Okay. Now the next step is to add up my partial products here. Okay. So I have 1,800 here. I'm going to check that off. I have a 300. I have a 120. And I have a 20. Now, notice that I'm writing on the lines here and I'm lining up my digits on the right hand side of the number. Okay. You don't want to mess up your um, ones and your tens and so on. So 0, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 2,240 looks like. Okay. So 35 times 64 equals 2,240. And I'm going to circle my answer here so it, make sure I copied it right as well. Okay, so that is one problem. Now, Let's try another. How do you feel about this? Good? Okay. Let's try another. Let's do a little bit bigger digits just for fun. 79 times 68. So now I have, I don't know, 79 bags, and each bag has 68 Skittles in it. How many Skittles total do I have? Okay, let's look at this. So again, first step is what? Draw a box, okay? And again, make it big enough that you can do your work in there comfortably. Okay, let me zoom out here. Okay, now we're going to break up the 79 and the 68. So how do I break up the 79? Right, 79. So I'm going to make my 70 space a little bit bigger than my ones place, and then let's break up the 68. So we're going to have a 60 and an 8. Okay, doesn't matter where I put the 79 and the 68. Not really. Doesn't really matter for this. Although technically we might think, okay, it's 79 rows of 68. This would be 68 rows of 79, but you'll get the same answer either way. So it doesn't matter which way you orient it. Okay, 60 on the left, 60 on the right. 8 on the left, 8 on the right. 9 on the top, 9 on the bottom. 70 on the top, 70 on the bottom. Now I have labeled all my 4 squares. Now I'm going to just multiply the adjacent sides. In other words, 60 times 70. Okay, 6 times 7, 42. How many zeros am I going to put on the end of that? I got 2 powers of 10, so I'll put those on here to make 4,200. Now we have 8 times 70. Okay, what's 8 times 7? 56, right? And I'm going to put how many powers of 10 on the end? 1, right? Because I have 1 0 here. So sometimes I tell my students, let's just check off the zeros here. I got 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 here, 1 here. Extra. Okay, next, 9 times 60. I'll just do it here because I got more space. 9 times 6, 54, right? With 1 power of 10. Okay, I got that 1 0. I'll check it off there. 540, I'll put that in here. And then we have just 9 times 8. Okay, if you know your multiplication tables, you would know that would be 72. If you don't, you can skip count by 9s. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72. Okay, now I'm going to add up my partial products here. Okay, careful to line up the numbers on the right side of the numbers. So 4,200, and I'm trying to write big enough so that I can keep everything organized. You don't want to do real big or real small. You want to kind of keep it organized on the line. Okay, so now I'm going to check off. Okay, say 4,200, check. 560, check. 540, check. 72, check. Okay, that makes it 2. This makes 6 and 4 make 10, plus 7 makes 17. 5 and 5 make 10, plus 3 more make 13. So we have 5,372. So there you have it. There's my work, one page and the other page. Let me know if you have any questions about this. And again, you can turn your work into the Google Classroom by taking a picture of it and uploading that photo. So thanks, guys. Good luck, and we will see you soon. Bye.